Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Nerith and welcome to another video, so style him now. In today's video, we are going to review the UGG Baldvin Chelsea boot. This shoes is a true size fit, so I got them in a size 10. So let's take a look at the shoes. This is the shoe box that it came in, just a standard. So the shoes come in two different colors, black or chestnut. And for the purpose of this video and for casual wear, I got them in a chestnut color. Let's talk about my first impression, and this is by far the most impressive shoes that I've seen just straight out of the box. My first impression with these shoes is that it looks really detailed and it looks well put together. If you take a closer look at them, they look really symmetrical. That is really important to distinguish between whether the shoes is gonna be high quality or not. So right off the bat, my first impression is that they are really neatly put together. The stitching, the colors, the way the leather feels, man, it just feels like everything was put together very well. And you may be thinking like, hey, this sounds a little bit fishy. This guy is talking too much good thing about the shoes, right off the bat. What's in it for him? Well, honestly, I'm just a really huge boots and shoes enthusiast. So anytime I get my hands on a pair of really good quality shoes, I get super excited and I want to talk all about it. So let's talk about the price first. This shoes is currently selling at $190. So the question for this video is it really worth the price for $190? Well, let's reserve that judgment till the end. Let's talk about all the details about this boot. So like I mentioned in the earlier video, my first impression is the stitching. They looks really well done. So let's take a closer look and let's see why I think this shoes has really good potential. The shoes come in standard double stitching to reinforce the leather. The leather has two parts to this. So the front, you can see this is where the separation is. So this is the front part, and then you can also see the back part of this, and then everything get sewn and stitched together right here at the middle to put the boots together. But you can see here this boot come with a double stitch standard, really well done. The stitching looks really fantastic. None of the stitch look like it's about to come off, so that's a really great sign that the boots is gonna be really good and have high quality. And on top of that, they also add a third stitching, which is a little bit bigger than the double stitch, and that is just to reinforce all the leather here to make sure that everything stays together. It has double stitch, but with the third stitching, it really reinforced everything to make sure that nothing will come undone. And the most impressive part about the shoes and the stitching is that everything look really symmetrical. Seems like it's measured out from this side all the way to the back part, and that's really impressive. And the next part about this shoes is the material. This shoes is made out of lamb leather. The more popular kind of leather is calf skins, but the difference between calf skins and lamb skins is that the lambs are made up of younger sheep material, and the calf skins are made out of younger cow leather. The benefits of using the lamb skins is that it's less rigid, so it's a little bit softer than the calf skin, and that enable shoes manufacturer to craft the shoes to make it look really nice and just put it together into perfection. And that kind of reflect my first impression of these shoes, is that everything looked very neat and looked very well put together in detail. And that's because of the lamb skins. They enable the shoes to be bent, twist, and pull together and stitch into a way that it looks really presentable. The next category that I want to talk about is the comfort. Out of all the customers review that I've read, by far the most common one that the customer use is comfort. So what makes this boot really comfortable besides the quality and the really nice material? Well, it have everything to do with the design and the insoles of the shoes. So what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at the insole first. The traditional insole, they usually have like a really thin leather materials. They add a little bit of a memory foams to add, you know, comforts and cushion to the insole. To take it a step further is that they not only that they use really soft material for the insole, really cushiony, but they also add these little bubbles here at the bottom of the insole, and what that does is it absorbs all the shocks and it really gives you an extra cushion, and it gives you a little bounce with every step that you take. So it's really soft and it's really nice on the heel. To add to the design of the insole and the comfort, the way that they design the sole of these shoes is, if we take a look at the bottom of our feet, at the middle we have this little like curve in the middle, and UGG designed the shoes just like that. So in this middle right here, you get a little drop down here, and then it go back up. That really kind of conform the shoes and the sole kind of, you know, conform along the bottom of your feet, and that really help with comfort a lot. It really ensures you that this boot is here to provide you the comfort, and when you slide your shoes in even the first time, man, they feel really comfortable because of the design and the sole of the shoes. And the use of lamb leather is outstanding. I mean, they really nail it with this material. Even the lining on the insides is really smooth and it's really soft. I mean, the first time you slide your feet in, you feel the comfort right away, like from the bottom of your feet and on top where this material is, and man, it's really fantastic. And to finish off their design for comfort, at the bottom of the shoes, they have these little ball point here to give you a little boost on your step. So it feels like a really soft plastics. It's a little bit bouncy here. You can see here it adds a little bit, maybe like a quarter of an inch of layer here at the bottom of the heel and also at the tip of the shoes. So every time you take a step, this adds a little bounce to it. So you get a little bounce here and a little bounce here. So every step, it helps you preserve energy, and then it kind of push your step back up. So every time you walk, you feel the comfort of all of the combination that is the design, the insole, and also the rubber at the bottom of the shoes. And lastly, they also have the rubber sole at the bottom of the shoes. So you can see here, a lot of times the rubbers on the other shoes, they are a little bit tough, and when you try to press it down, they don't even move or anything. But with this rubber material, you can feel it push in every time you push it in. So that adds a little bit of a comfort as well every time you walk. The shoes is not too tough, so every time you walk, you don't feel like the shoes is really tough on your feet. So overall, do I think it's worth the price? Yes. And I really think that at the price of $190, it is a really fair price, because the qualities that they provide, the design of the shoes, and the amount of comforts and details that they put into these shoes. If you buy these shoes, it's gonna last you for quite some time, and if you wear it often, you're gonna really like the shoes a lot because of the comforts that it provides. I mean, the detail on the stitch is really nice. You can see the symmetrical. It also have a little pull tab, and then it also have the UGG inscriptions here on the back side of the boots, and you also have a little button here that has the UGG inscription as well on the boots. You also have a little darker design of this color here at the front, and then it gets a little bit lighter, and then it also get a little bit darker at the end. Overall, this boots, I mean, they really emphasize on comfort a lot. So I can see why a lot of customers really like these shoes, and I definitely recommend it. The first time you try it on, I guarantee it's gonna feel so nice that you will never regret paying for this shoe. So this is the UGG Baldvin Chelsea boot, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you have any questions, just comment down below, and I'll see you next time.